Welcome to Advanced Nurses. We connect with nurses who inspire other nurses by sharing their experiences. And so we're able to bring that information to you. Hi, I'm the educational consultant with Advanced Nurses at APRN, and I have the pleasure of sitting with Miss Minnie Wango. She is a registered nurse. She has her CNS. She also is a financial consultant. And Minnie, would you mind just giving us some background on what led you to nursing and what also led you to your advanced degree?
So a lot of things led me into nursing. I started nursing straight after high school because that's what a lot of people in my family were doing. And we were getting pushed to that direction because healthcare industry has a lot of opportunities. Being a nurse, there's so many avenues in nursing that you can get into if it's be it in med surg, rehab, ICU, NICU, peds, there's so many avenues that you can get into as a nurse. Also in medicine, there's so many avenues and opportunities there. So that's how I got into it, because 3 of my older sisters are actually already in healthcare, and being the baby sister, I just followed in their footsteps. I started as a CNA first. So I've been there. If there's any CNAs listening to this, you got to start, where you can, right? I was a CNA first while going to nursing school, and then got my ADN. After my ADN, I got my BSN. And after I got my bachelor's degree, I had been a nurse now about 5 years when I decided I need to get an advanced degree. And an advanced degree to me was something that was going to give me a trajectory as far as leadership and being an advocate for a better advocate for my patients in healthcare. And I decided to do critical care and trauma certified nurse specialist at UCSF. They had the best program at the time. This is late 2000s. In 2006, 2007. And the reason why I chose that path is because I saw how people were being treated in the healthcare system from traumatic injuries. And I wanted to do better, and I wanted to be a part of that healing process for those patients. And most of my nursing career, actually, I was a trauma junkie. I worked in the emergency room, and I enjoyed it. I loved it. I just loved being in that atmosphere, in that environment. So for 18 years, I worked in a trauma one emergency room in the Bay Area. So that's what led me into nursing. Mm-hmm.
I love that story. I mean, I think it's really inspirational too, because you have transitioned way beyond nursing into the financial sector. So I think that's interesting, having such a, I would say, humble start, because
Right.
it's not like you started in nursing where it's like, okay, because for me, I started in nursing as on an RN level.
Mm-hmm.
It was a second career option, but I did start there.
Mm-hmm.
So I always hear that when you start as a nursing assistant, it's a much easier transition because
Mm-hmm.
of the familiarity with the healthcare system, the different players and the
Mm-hmm.
different processes. You have the patient care experience. I was
Right.
a klutz when I first started.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
I was good at I was good at conversations with the patients and their families. I could coordinate care,
Right.
but as far as the working in the hospital setting, I was like, I can't do it. But of
Yep.
course, you had that familiarity before going to nursing, so that was something you were
Right.
definitely
Right.
able to leverage.
Yeah.
So now I guess the question I want to ask you is, what led you to the financial consultant role? What led you in what experiences as a nurse, I guess, led you there, or if none at all, if it was completely unrelated to nursing?
So kind of there's a few things actually that led me into that path. First of all, I was going to take that path way earlier than I did, because I just took that path about 4 years ago. 2008, during the real estate bubble, when the market crashed. I remember losing money in my 401k. I was that girl that saw my financial advisor in the cafeteria every payday. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Every payday, those guys are in the cafeteria flagging everybody down. Hey, let's look at your 401k. Are you max funding your 401k?
Right.
You know, I was that girl and I did what he told me to do. I don't remember his name. You know, but in 2008, I lost money and I started looking at this account, and I'm sure a lot of people lost money because I remember losing my first home then too, because I had one of those loans, those fake loans. And I really got interested because I was working hard for my money, but I'm putting it in an account that apparently is supposed to secure my hard-earned cash for my retirement. But here it is, almost half of it gone. So I started asking myself, well, wait a minute. Is this really the best vehicle for saving for my retirement? Fast forward, after 18 years of working at the bedside, frankly, I got burned out. You know, nursing is a noble career, and sometimes it takes a toll on you, you know, physically, mentally, and you got to take care of yourself sometimes. And it was that time for me where I decided, hey, maybe I need to step back a little and reevaluate where I'm going with my career, what I'm doing. Financially, I had seen where nursing had brought me for 18 years, and looking forward and thinking, well, what is the next 18 years going to look like? I didn't like what I saw. And this is when everybody now started thinking, not even thinking, it was in a forefront now. Everybody was thinking about a side hustle, a side business. And I started thinking, well, I've gotten all, you know, the certificates I can possibly get. You know, I mean, all the committees I can get into, you know, I have an advanced degree. And then there is a racial disparity in my workplace where I'm being blocked for the next advancement. You know, I'm trying to get into that senior leadership position. And every time I put in an application, it came back with a rejection, you know, and that's the honest truth. So I started looking into, you know, supplementing my income. How else can I make money besides being a nurse? And I left that particular job that I had funded my 401k for about 18 years, and I needed to know what was going to happen to my money. And the things that I discovered during that path is what actually led me here, because what I learned about how money works and how it's going to work or not going to work for me, depending on where I'm putting it, I decided nurses need to know this information. So I went ahead and got licensed, and I'm dedicating my time as a financial advisor to help nurses do better with their finances, invest better. You know, most of the things that I offer as far as financial advice is education. You know, I sit down with nurses, educate them about money. And, you know, once you know better, you do better and you invest better. So those are some of the things that actually led me to this path.
We want to hear from you. Schedule a free consultation or send us an email at advancednurses@acd4n.com or visit our websites www.advancednurses.info or www.acd4n.com.